Hello planner peeps, and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be making my December budget spread. So I don't know why I got this in my head, but I looked at these are Space Invader stickers, and I thought, what if it was space inflators, right? So I'm thinking of like debt growing and, you know, interest accumulation. I cannot explain it, all right? Like, the more I explain it, the dumber it sounds. But that's what we're going with. So what I'm thinking is that I would write like December budget, or maybe December budget. I mean, if I think about it in the context of Space Invaders, right? They're coming down from the sky. I think we're gonna do it down here. All right. So, but yeah, welcome back. It's planmas day 8. I think it's day 8. No one knows anymore. It is just a lot. So I started budgeting, I think, oh God. It was when I moved into my apartment with my boyfriend at the time. We broke up very shortly after, don't you worry. So I could put, yeah, I think I'm gonna have December there and then budget over here. Yeah, no one was surprised by that, let me be clear. But basically I was in a rough spot with my mental health. And, you know, I'm not gonna say logical, because it's not necessarily logical, but something that a lot of people do when they are not on top of their mental health game is spend a lot of money. So that's kind of what I was doing. I'm just gonna put these down here immediately just to kind of like sort of show off that, like, that's sort of the theme that I'm going for. I feel like that might help. I also maybe want to use this I was thinking of putting it right here. Okay. But yeah, I was starting with the Happy Planner, and so I bought everything known in the universe. And you know, well, now we're here. So basically, I had done pretty well for a while, honestly, I really had, of not sort of overspending and not buying things that I didn't really need. But then we moved states, and so that was a big deal, and, you know, Gil was out of a job for a while, so I was paying all of our rent and utilities and things like that. And, you know, it was not a good time to be us. Oh man, I need tweezers. And then, you know, we moved. I had to buy a car. Now, let's be clear, I didn't have to buy a new car. It's just, I was so dumb. Like, the thought of, oh, well, why don't I just buy it used? That didn't go through my head at all. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I think I was just conditioned, sort of, to think that, I think I want this one to be on the other side. To just sort of think that, oh, well, now, you know, I make enough money now, even though I hadn't seen any of that money yet. It'll be fine. This is where the narrator just goes, it was not fine. I'm hoping that, you know, we don't end up at game over. Let's see. I want some more boxes. I might put one by itself, like a box by itself. I'm not really sure. But I like the idea of them all floating around with these boxes, and that like I can write in sort of what categories go with them. Maybe should I do that now? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I will say, it's all just a ploy for me to use my stickers, which I'm fine with. Use them or lose them. So this obviously, is not sketched out. There's been very little planning in terms of like what I've been thinking of ahead of time and things like that. I do have my budget pulled up. I think that I think I should let me just stop talking for a moment and think, right? I'm gonna start by just sort of placing all of the little Space Invaders, my debt inflators, all around. Because A, I think that's fun, and B, they are very important and should not be ignored. Unfortunately, debt happens. So I have a car loan, I've got some credit card debt, and is that it? I don't think that's it. Well, I mean, and then I have our impending wedding, right? So, So we're kind of just doing our best. Trying to sort of keep everything small, not go overboard. The one area, I mean, it's very difficult just because the wedding industry now is there. It's nuts. Let me be clear. Like, there was a place we were looking at to maybe get like wedding invitations, and it was like $800 or something, like $1,000. I'm just like, I just keep thinking of like, this is gonna sound dumb, but Caitlin, if you're watching, you'll understand. I'm like, think of how many nuggets I could buy with that. Right? Like if I went to Wendy's and I was just like, I would like 4,000 chicken nuggets, please. That would be 4,000 chicken nuggets. You know how many non-vegetarians you could feed with 4,000 chicken nuggets? A lot. But I mean, I guess it's hard because it's like you want to support them because they are a local business. But at the same time, it's all about value, right? What you value. And so like, for me, I don't value invitations, but some people do. Like, I know that Emma DeVries would be like, oh my gosh, invitations are like the most important thing. And I think that's a big difference. This one. I'm sorry if this just sounds like me like kvetching about things that don't actually matter. It's just, I have problems when it comes to sort of staying mindful of what other people have to go through, I think. Because like, there were times when I was in grad school where I was kind of, concerned about being able to eat. And now I don't have to worry about that as much. But it's still, sometimes I either go overboard or underboard. And I want to make sure that when I'm making my budget, that I'm accounting for everything and that I'm, doing it in a reasonable fashion. So what I mean by that, come here. is that, if I know that every month I spend $200 on food, let's say like from the grocery store, I'm not going to budget for $50 worth of food. And I'm certainly not going to budget for $400 worth of food. I'm going to budget for the exact, amount that I actually spend. Now, that's not to say that, things don't happen, right? So like my subscriptions bonus this month increased category because the Archer and Olive sub box was coming out this month, and that costs $70. And for me, that's kind of like a must in my head. It's not like, do I need it? No. Do I want it? Yes. Will it make me happy? Yes. So I got it. Let's see. And so, those are just sort of things that you want to think about when you make a budget. Other quantities include, this was my favorite quote. The pew pew. I'm always like, what Space Invader? Like, what are like some vintage quotes we can include? And I was like, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we definitely need one on this side. I'm gonna put retry. This is probably gonna be the entertainment category. My problem sometimes is that when I get bored, I spend money. Like, a lot. I had to talk myself out of buying an Apple Watch today. Admittedly, there are all of these, quote unquote deals on Black Friday. You have to, just remember not to get something because it's cheaper. Like, it needs to be something that you actually want and that you still believe that it's that valuable. So let's say like someone is trying to sell you a cup of lemonade for $50. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that's too expensive. And then they tell you, oh, well, it used to be $100, and now it's on sale. Is that cup of lemonade worth it to you at $50? No, it shouldn't be, because it's really worth like 50 cents. But they would have you feel like it was worth that much. So that's sort of the thing that I have to keep thinking about myself. Like, not about myself, but I hope you know what I mean. Okay, so those squares are drawn. All right, now let's see what categories we have. We're gonna go here. This is gonna be home. So I have a fair amount of categories in my sort of like, what would I really call it? In my budget, there are a lot of categories. We've got dining. Really, this is just, when I say dining, what I mean is eating out. I'm trying to eat out less. It's not working so well. Let's put transportation here. So this is like gas or anything I need. So like if I needed a car wash, which I probably do. But the last car wash I went to, I was not happy with the results. I think it was just because I didn't understand. I don't know how cars work. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do one for pets. So this is our cat food, our pet insurance. At some point, they're gonna have to go to the vet. I'm not excited for that part. But they only have to go once a year, and they're currently current on all of their rabies stuff. So, let's put here subscriptions. So for me, subscriptions is like the Archer and Olive sub box, medium, delish. Like, there are a lot of small subscriptions that can add up. I'm gonna do savings. And putting wedding in this box. I might even go in and like add the sort of subcategories of things that sort of go along with that. I'm not sure. And then let's see, so I have categories like personal and wellness. I feel like maybe I should just have a category called debt, because in all reality, like, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're just gonna put debt. All right, so now I'm just gonna write in some of the things that I pay for, and honestly, this might help me sort of think about what, I'm not gonna write down the cost necessarily, but I can write down everything that I'm buying, right, in that sort of mind. So this is a car wash and gas. My work is like 40 minutes away in good traffic, so I go through a fair amount of gas. Let's see, savings. Okay, I don't really have much to write there. But this month for wedding, we have a florist payment to make. I mean, that's really it, but let's see here. There's credit card debt, as well as a car payment. These are both pretty sizable. All right, pets, food, litter, and insurance. Well, in terms of savings, I just got I think like my monthly deposit. And then I have, let me think, well, any of like the money that Gil owes me. So I put Gil debt. Home is the easiest. I think I probably should have started with that. So that's rent. It's electric. It is, I would say phone, even though that's just my personal cell phone, but it's still important. And internet. Those are the big ones. Let's see, subscriptions. I need my Medium subscription for work because a lot of, prominent research is actually done on Medium. I pay 99 cents per month for Apple Cloud storage. I don't remember why. Honestly, yeah, I couldn't tell you why I pay for it, but I do. I can also look, what's nice is that what you should do if you're budgeting is like write everything down and then look at your last month of transactions and things. Yes, Spotify. That's a big one for me. I could not exist without Spotify. And then there are also, oh God, there's so many more. Let's just do, I was gonna write Patreon. I mean, a lot of these are really small, but they add up. I feel like I don't need, well, we're gonna do date night. Because we do try to have a date night at some point during the month, and then any emergency food. So, because sometimes we try a meal and it just doesn't work out. And then we just have our weekly groceries, and like, I'm almost gonna put toilet paper in there because toilet paper is a big thing. So in terms of shopping, this includes any gifts that I want to get somebody. This includes books, as well as clothing. I have a big problem when it comes to buying clothes, and it's that I love to do it, and I do it a lot. Let me think, what else? And then, of course, any trip to Target, because, dear God, y'all know I love Target. That's where I got these pens. But, okay. Now, here's the problem with this spread right now. The problem is that I don't like the boxes. Like, I like them, but I don't at the same time. And so, what I could do... Oh, that's the wrong color. What I could do is make them... Give them, like, a little drop shadow. Might make it slightly better. Let's see what we think about that. I mean, it's better. Like, I've seen worse. Yeah, I'll take it. And then do I want this side to go the other way? Yes, I do. Got a little, it gets a little thick up here, but that's okay. I don't really even understand. I'm not necessarily good at drawing drop shadows. Like, it is a thing that it's. Oh, I gotta move that little. Where are my tweezers? There they are. I gotta move this because now there's gonna be a little shadow there. So I'll draw on the shadow first, and then I can just kind of my way in there. I could have just picked up that sticker. I didn't feel like it. Only had picked up this other one because I needed to. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think those drop shadows make it a little cuter. Make it look a little bit less like, oh, she just drew this on top of with a pen, which, you know, I did. Ain't no shame in that. Pens are pens. We're just getting up to some general dumbassery over here. Okay, this one goes this way. I always get nervous when I'm using brush pens. I think it's, I don't know why. Well, especially because here, you know, I'm going in without a plan, which y'all know, terrible idea. Don't do things without plans. Plans are great. Like, plans are great. Why would anyone do anything without a plan? I mean, there are things that are unplanned that have been lovely in life. Okay, and I need the red one on this side. Like, we are gonna have friends coming to stay with us in December, which is, oh, it's gonna be so fun. Like, I'm really excited. I think it might only be for like 24 hours, but I will take it. I miss my Indiana friends. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I got a little thingy on him. It's not a big deal. I'm just sad about it because he was so happy. Also, can we just talk about Riverdale for a second? Because that show is cuckoo bananas. Like, I've been watching it. I'm on season 6, episode 1, and it's just like, what is happening? You know? Okay. Okay. I will say, let's see, we do need to do some savings for our wedding. I'm not entirely sure. It's like, it's a very fluid state with that, but, Yeah, I think this looks cute. Like, it's not my most favorite thing that I've ever done in my entire life. Not like, I mean, that would be choosing to marry Gil, but it's still pretty good. I'm not mad at this. So, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Let me know down below if you want to see more budgeting content, because I know that, you know, with my wedding coming up and a lot of debt that I have to repay, that's definitely sort of what I'm leaning towards. And as always, happy planning.